welcome back to my Percy channel. Today we're going to be doing a different video, as you can tell by the title. We are going to be doing a ranking of my favorite Percy Jackson and the Olympian books. So let's get started. Okay, so first a disclaimer, and this book is going to have spoilers, so I hope you've read all the Percy Jackson books before you watch this video. Okay, so a disclaimer before I start my ranking. So I know that there's no such thing as a bad Percy Jackson Olympian books. All the Percy Jackson Olympian books are amazing. It's just the ones at the bottom, it's not because they're bad, it's just because the ones at the top are just better than the ones at the bottom, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get started for my fifth book, since there's 5 books, so basically my last one, I'm gonna move up to the top, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and stuff. Okay, so my 5th book is The Sea of Monsters. And I know a lot of people say like The Sea of Monsters and they're their favorite book, like it's their last book. And I have to agree, like the Sea of Monsters is a good book, but it's just a good book, you know, it's not great or amazing and stuff. It's just a good book, you know. And this is the 2nd book, so we're just like past the intro. It's like the middle of the beginning, kind of. Does that make sense? And the plot isn't all that interesting. Like the stuff that happens, I guess you guys can get Percy moments and going to save Grover and everything. But I feel like that's kind of like predictable in a way. Like you could tell that stuff was gonna happen. It was kind of predictable. But there were some good twists and turns. Like I gotta say that. But it wasn't as interesting as the other books and stuff. I think that's all. Just the plot, just kind of the main conflict. Like, it wasn't that great and stuff. So we're gonna move on to my 4th book, The Titan's Curse. Okay, I chose The Titan's Curse. Like, this was very hard to me to pick the 4th book. All of them are hard to rank. The Titan's Curse was really hard because I love all of these books. I like The Titan's Curse. The Titan's Curse is very interesting. We get to meet a new character, Zoe, and we get to meet Nico D'Angelo, which is one of my favorite characters, and also Bianca, but like she dies, and Zoe also dies, so it was really sad. Like the whole thing is about Titan's Curse, and they're going to free Artemis from this monster she's been talking about, and we start to we're getting closer to like the main conflict of the book. You know, we're trying to understand everything. Percy's 14, so 2 more years. We meet Thalia, the daughter of Zeus. She joins the hunt. Yeah, that happens. I just think it was because it just felt like something was missing, you know. Annabeth was kind of gone, and the whole book kind of felt like something was missing. I don't know what it was missing. Maybe Annabeth is like part of the reason, but it isn't the whole reason. Again, I just like the other books better. That's like the only reason why. And my 3rd book, my 3rd book is The Lightning Thief. Okay, I love The Lightning Thief. Again, all of these books, like the reason I make everything else, because the other ones were just better. You know, it's not bad. Percy Jackson book. The Lightning Thief, I think it's a solid beginning. Like, this book is the book that sets the foundation for everything that's gonna happen next, you know, that kind of like a feel for Percy Jackson, and we meet all the characters that's gonna be with us throughout the book. And I really like how it starts. You know, the start is very important, because if I don't like a character, I probably won't like them throughout the series, to be honest. But I like the book. I like the book. The Lightning Thief is an amazing book. I love it so much. But it's 3rd. Okay, it's 3rd, so it's part of the top 3. And the 2nd book is this is so hard choosing. I only have 2 books left, which is The Last Olympian and The Battle of the Labyrinth, the 5th and the 4th book. This was so hard for me to choose, but I think my 2nd book has to be The Last Olympian. Like, this is so hard for me to choose between The Last Olympian and The Battle of the Labyrinth, but The Battle of the Labyrinth is 1st and The Last Olympian is 2nd. The Last Olympian is amazing. Okay, don't get me wrong, but The Last Olympian, amazing book. There's all these fight scenes going on, and you're like, oh my gosh, is he gonna die? Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Like, it's a perfect ending to the Percy Jackson Olympian series. Like, it's the ending. It's like the beginning of the ending, you know, because it ends Percy Jackson Olympian, you know, it closes that up, but then it opens the door to like Heroes of Olympus. It's an amazing book, like all the fight scenes. Percy Beth finally gets together, you know, with the whole spies and Aurora Guard and Charlie Beckendorf. They're just chilling in Elysium or something. Luke. We get a lot about Luke. Like, I didn't really talk about this, but in my last Olympic review. But I love the backstory we get about Luke. Like, we get to understand more about him. We actually get a lot about like Grover and Juniper. I love them so much. They're so adorable. I feel like they're so underrated. And Tyson too. Tyson's a great character. I love Tyson. I think that's all I have to say about The Last Olympian, and now we're going to move to my #1 book, The Battle of the Labyrinth. Oh my gosh, The Battle of the Labyrinth. This book was just amazing, okay? Just amazing. So many things happened, like he meets Calypso, which is also going to make an appearance in The Trials of Apollo and The Heroes of Olympus. So we get to meet, she's not really that big of a character, but she goes on for three book series. So we meet Calypso and we meet Percy and Rachel. Like, we meet Rachel in this book. I actually like Rachel. I don't know why a lot of people don't like Rachel, but I love Rachel. She's one of my favorite characters. Alright. Alright, the whole labyrinth thing with Daedalus and them finally figuring out, like, it's now the beginning of the end. You know, this book opens the door for the Last Olympian, all the stuff that's gonna happen. You know, we find out Luke takes Kronos' body, and all that stuff happens. It's just such a huge deal. So many stuff happens in the Battle of the Labyrinth. The whole labyrinth thing was so creepy. Like, I would have just been creeped out if I had to do that. And the whole typhoon thing. And we go to Battle Labyrinth. I mean, not Battle Labyrinth. The Last Olympian, where Typhoon is trying to destroy them. They have to deal with Typhoon and Kronos. The gods are dealing with Typhoon because they're not really dealing with it. They're doing like kind of like a bad job. You know, they're suffering with Upsiding. That whole thing. What else happens in this book? Yeah, I think that's what happens. Oh yes, let's skip back to Battle Labyrinth because I forgot. Like Nico betraying Percy, like I like him. I still like Nico. And we get more about Poseidon and Percy's relationship. I think they have the best, like, I can't really say father and son. Parent and child relationship. No, because the rest of the gods and goddesses don't really, like, talk to their children. Well, Poseidon doesn't really talk to Percy either. But, like, it's just kind of different, you know? It's not just because he's the main character, even though, no, main protagonist, even though he is, it's just like, they have a different feel to their relationship. It's way different. I like how their relationship has progressed throughout. But I just like the Battle of the Labyrinth better than the Last Olympian. Trust me, it was very hard for me to choose between them. But I think that's all. Let's review number 5. Sea Monsters, number 4, The Titan's Curse, number 3, The Lightning Thief, number 2, Last Olympian, and number 1, The Battle of the Labyrinth. So, this was my video about ranking my favorite Percy Jackson Olympians books. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to write in the comments down below your ranking of your books, of your favorite Percy Jackson Olympian books. And I'm super excited for my next video because it's going to be a book review about The Lost Hero, the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series. So, super excited. Hope you guys stay tuned. So, see you later.